I feel like people are getting tired of the regular old background.
I agree. And I think we can do something about it.
Chosen. Hyphen B.
Welcome to Built Different AI. I am Bernard Jackson, and
I am Jaden Galame.
and we're just overflowing with the support that we've been getting so far. And this is our episode 3. And we are very grateful for the people that are viewing, the comments, the people that are sharing our podcast. We know that we're going to find our tribe. There's billions of people out in the world. So we know that we're going to get our subscribers up. We know we're going to get our likes, comment on the podcast, tell us how we doing, say what's up, tell us where you're from. Actually, hey, right now, when you view this video, tell us which AI you like to use. Whether you prefer Claude or you like Gemini, but put in the comment section which AI that you like to use. But before we start, we want to give our disclaimer. We're going to talk about a lot of things, but we are not financial advisors. We are not telling you to do anything that we are doing ourselves. You have to do it at your own leisure.
Right.
You have to do it for your own research for yourself. This is nothing but for entertainment and educational purposes. So again, we want to just welcome you back to Built Different AI. Jaden, brought up a wonderful topic. A lot of us kind of deal with that right now. It's like you're working a 9 to 5, and is that enough, right? Do you make enough money in this income, and
Right.
can AI actually do things that kind of accelerate your income more than just a 9 to 5? And it was just like a good topic that I wanted to discuss. So at this time, I'm gonna give you a back and forth dialogue, but I'm gonna let them know how you feel about how AI can actually enhance your 9 to 5 or possibly take you off of a 9 to 5.
So,
How you doing? This is Bernard Jackson with Built Different AI. I just gotta let you know that it's a part in this section. Unfortunately, we have to mute or edit it. Which one I'm going to be able to do will be shown on the video. Unfortunately, the information was good. It was very good, but as us beginning podcasters, we have to realize that everything that we say is not meant for the YouTube space. So, unfortunately, one of these parts of the video will be muted. But we still thank you for your support. Just continue to work with us because we're growing and we're learning exactly what we need to be doing. So just thank you and just continue to support Built Different AI. Have a good day. Bye.
I'm also using to make my own self job, which is something I wanted to be getting on for a minute. Something I wanted to do for a minute, because this is something that could definitely you can make profit off of.
Yes.
Speaking on different types of clients. Actually, you don't even have to really speak to them directly. You actually can design and create the AI to interact with the client, while you can pretty much just sleep or doing whatever you're doing out in the outside world, while your AI is working with the client or multiple clients, in fact, and you're profiting off of it. So AI being used for not only for your job but also your own job is something that a lot of people don't really know about. And if you're just hearing about this right now, then it's something you definitely should take advantage of, because this is going to bring you ahead of the game compared to everybody else. So what do you think about that, Bernard?
I definitely think that it can bring you ahead of the game. It's just an interesting concept that we have right now, because the topic was like the 9 to 5, like the death of the 9 to 5 grind, right? So when you're working a job, some of us are just set at a specific amount of what we can earn. And regardless of what you do within that job, most of us, that's the only rate that you can earn. So now what's happening with AI is that it's actually finding some niche things that you may be skillful at and finding a way to actually monetize that to actually add the income.
Right.
So a lot of people are using agents or setting them up using AI prompts or a thing called reverse engineering, where they find out what was successful, prompt the AI to work backwards to give them a step by step of how to gain some type of monetary business or earn extra income. And there's a lot of people that are actually getting off their 9 to 5 job. And I'm not saying it's going to be you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's going to be you all, but people are really utilizing the tools of what AI is actually allowing for them to do.
Right.
So a lot of things are shifting within the job market. Now, you can all, I mean, if you love your 9 to 5, that's a perfectly fine thing. But if you're looking for extra income, you can even find ways to accelerate what you're doing on the job,
Right.
how you can do your job even better, because you can do like a self assessment and kind of put the information inside of the AI, which one that you're using. And it probably, I don't say probably, it will enhance the things that you are doing. But there's a lot of people that's like looking for jobs right now. Like the
Yeah.
job market is kind of crazy right now. And if you just kind of spend some time with a particular AI and just really kind of hone in on some things that you have a passion about, it will really give you a step-by-step guide of how you can actually do that.
Right.
But I am talking to the people that, are working a 9 to 5. I mean, I technically work a 9 to 5, but it's not a 9 to 5. But to be able to utilize their particular skills to actually gain income or extra income, it's a wonderful tool to have. And if a person is able to kind of structure this correctly, like you can go into, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there. Be careful what you're watching, is of course, because a lot of things are clickbait.
Right.
But there's actual stories of people that are housewives, single parents, people that may have been incarcerated, that can't get jobs because of whatever on their records, things of that nature. And they're utilizing AI to a point to actually enhance or better their lives,
Right.
right? And that's one of the positive things, again, that we're promoting about AI. I'm kind of staying on the topic of what Jaden was just talking about. Like, if you're at your job and you are facing a wall, put it in AI. You have to prompt it, and that's something we're going to be discussing a little bit later, but you got to prompt it. But utilize AI to actually enhance what you're doing at your job currently, because it can accelerate so many things for you. So I do feel like for the 9 to 5 people that are, have jobs, that AI will enhance what you do at that particular job. You just can't be afraid of it, right? You just got to be able to dwell into it and just go ahead and just make use of it, because the information is there. Like Jaden was saying, it a proposal that would took hours or days, whatever, it shortened it, right? That's what technology does. This is what we're trying to talk about AI, especially what it's doing with us as well. So that's why I felt about that. You got anything else to add on that, Jaden?
Like Bernard mentioned before, that you gives you this step-by-step guide, and you can't exactly always rely on the AI without a plan, because if you're just using the AI without really much of a plan, then you're kind of going to go through this endless loop of kind of just trying to fulfill a task or a goal that you're not really going to reach, because there's no actual plan or deadline or any steps to achieve that plan. So always set up. Don't expect the AI to kind of just do everything for you. You're always supposed to know what you're doing as well. The AI, again, because AI is a tool. It's not going to always do everything for you unless you guide it or tell it what to do or set out these guardrails, rules, and whatever you're trying to do in full detail. Because giving it a prompt like make me $1 million in a couple months, that's not going to really lead you anywhere, because you don't have a full-on plan for that.
Yes.
So it's going to give you an unrealistic goal on achieving something that you're not going to achieve. So always set the AI to give the AI to give you steps and guides on how to get there, and set out realistic goals to achieve that. So yeah.
And sometimes, again, just to stress this point, like when you utilizing AI, it's not taking over your thinking capacity. It's not taking that over at all, because a lot of times, if you understand these strategies, you'll be given over some work that you were normally manually doing yourself, over to AI. But what it does is it frees your mind to be able to come up with even more creative ideas of what you're trying to do. So for some people, it's going to take some work, and I understand that. But don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of this technology because we are still early in the game. For a subscription of $20 for Claude, if you get on that thing and just see what it does, it's just going to amaze you. So, like one of my things that I got going on, I have my Robinhood account that I told last week that I set up for Robinhood Agentic, and then my AI is investing for me. So, like I got the numbers right here. And I'm gonna kind of explain to you exactly what I was invested in. Again, this is not financial advice. Don't follow what I'm doing. I'm just telling you how I'm utilizing the Robinhood Agentic AI. So I set it up for $75 a week. And basically, when I talked with the AI, we had the discussion, and it put me into three ETFs. One is called QYLD, was a covered call income, O, which is a monthly dividend, and VYN, which is a broad dividend growth. And they all have different mechanics, but I'm stacking them together. So what happens is that they buy fractional shares. It doesn't buy the whole share. I have it set up that it's going to buy fractional shares, right? But what I had to do, I said I wanted to focus on the RSI and Bollinger breaks. Now, again, I know you may not understand that phrase, right? But this is me kind of getting off into investing. This is what I'm studying. I'm studying these things. So I had to train, like Jaden said, I was giving the AI guardrails to be specific of what I'm looking out for, right? So those are the things I had it doing. So it tracked my first week, right? So on July 8th, no, June 29th is what I set everything up. And for 2 consecutive weeks, my plan that I wanted to see if any structure was off, that you can put more money into one. And if not, you just evenly split all three, 25, 25, 25. So it hasn't met my metric yet. So it's doing exactly what I told it to do. So every Monday, it reads it in the morning. If my metric is not met, it evenly splits it out, 25 to each one. So at my first check-in, it had made 11 cents. It just started, right? So I'm not expecting it to knock it out the water, right? But today I checked it and it was up $1.23, right? So it's doing exactly what I asked it to do because it's an income generator, right? So that was one of the tasks that I suggested to do, and it's doing that. So every week I'm going to share with you what the Robinhood Agentic account powered by Claude is doing. I'm going to share that I'm allowing for the AI to invest for me with guardrails. And you're going to see if it's accumulating things for me, if it's going down. I'm going to tell you everything. I'm going to tell you everything that's occurring within that account. And then maybe one day Jaden start investing.
One day, yeah.
Maybe one day he start investing. But for all the people out there that's kind of interested in investing, look at the Robinhood account, look at the public, and if you don't understand it, perfect. I didn't. I didn't understand it at all. So I used my AI and I prompted and I prompted and I prompted and I asked questions. I asked questions, stuff I didn't understand. I said, explain it to me again before I got into it. And it walked me right through it. So right now, as of 2 weeks ago, it has me up $1.23. For a lot of people that don't think like it's a lot of money, but I'm not working to do that. The AI is doing that. So on a further note, we have a challenge that we're going to do today. So I was kind of looking at AI, and the AI brought up a great idea. It was like, well, I use Claude. Well, I use Gemini as well, but my whole point of this is Claude. I use Claude, and Jaden uses Gemini. So what we're going to do is just that we're going to come up with a prompt on each of our AIs, and we're going to see what it produces. And if Google wins, it'll be 1 for Google and 0 for Anthropic. And at some point, you're going to see the scoreboard up there that we're going to ask AI to teach us how to enhance our videos.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but Jaden had the prompt, so I'm going to have him say what that prompt was. And again, this is a very, it's a docu-series, so you're going to be monitoring the things that we're doing watching us do it on YouTube. And it's a wonderful thing that's occurring right now. Again, episode 3. Continue to subscribe, support, like, share the video. We appreciate it. And also, while Jaden is looking up the particular prompt, all the people that like the music, I want you to give me your opinion on that as well. Again, that's AI. And again, Jaden is going to share with him the things that he's doing. And this is not the Bernard show. This is Built Different AI with Bernard and Jaden. But I just been utilizing AI a lot. And I know he has, but he's going to bring that out. So you got the prompt ready?
Yeah. So the prompt that I use, how can AI enhance a person's daily life?
All right, so I'm going to verbally say that to mine. I'm not going to type it. You can verbally say it. That's another thing that I found out this week, but we'll go to this prompt again. But I'm going to show you another thing I found out about the AI. To me, y'all may have known it, but it was very shocking to me. So what was that prompt again, Jaden?
How can AI enhance a person's daily life?
How can AI enhance a person's daily life? So we're going to see what Claude says, and we're going to see what Anthropic says.
Okay.
So mine, it already has given me about 5 things already. It said AI, so I'll go with mine. I don't know, is yours already up already?
Yeah, it's already up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll let you go first. It looks like it gave you a whole bunch.
It gave me a lot of stuff. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go off the first one. Artificial intelligence enhances daily life primarily by acting as a cognitive multiplier, shifting the human role from manual execution to high-level orchestration and oversight by automating time-consuming, repetitive tasks and providing immediate and highly structured synthesis of complex data. AI compresses the timeline between intentions and execution.
So basically, mine got kind of said the same thing his did. So it said the AI can help with a few concrete ways, time saving, right? So a lot of times we find ourselves doing monotonous things in order to get the job done. But if you are able to reduce the things that actually take it away from being productive, then AI can do that. So you can automate routine tasks like scheduling, email drafting, and research summaries. So it's a lot of people that are out there that actually have their AIs answering emails. I know you probably heard me say that last week, but that's a fascinating thing to prompt it to answer an email or alert you to an email that you probably need to respond to. So just imagine that you don't have to be scrolling through your emails every morning, checking your emails. You don't have to do that anymore if you prompt your AI or the agent to actually answer emails for you the way you would answer them, not technical or tech speak, or actually bring emails that you probably should be viewing and bring those to your attention. Just it saves a lot of time.
Right.
What else did yours say?
Let's see.
So when he go into there, I'm just going to give you my 4 because it was very simple. Learning, explaining anything at your level, and practicing a new language or tutoring on demand. Now, listen to that. What it said: practicing a new language and tutoring on demand. Now, if you wanted to learn a new language, like I'm doing, I don't need a tutor anymore. AI is doing that on demand. Like I don't have to wait or watch a video. I don't have to purchase some $99. I don't have to go through Rosetta Stone. That's an old phrase and stuff like that. But it's on demand right there. Like you can learn a new language. You can explain anything at your level. I repeat that, at your level. We're going to always emphasize at some point we're going to be tech experts because we're going to be spending a whole bunch of time with it.
Right.
But that's not our background, right? So we have AI explain everything to at your level. So when I'm expressing the AI to people that are stuck with that wall of like, I don't know, I'm telling you, the technology is here to explain the I don't know away. You just don't want it if you don't. If you're not utilizing AI, because we all come to that point where we get that block where we don't think we can do something. But what can help that is just a little explanation, right? And AI is there to do that. You got anything else you want to say on that one?
So, yeah, this is something you definitely want to take advantage of, especially when it comes to daily tasks or jobs, or you're building your own type of job. Um, I was actually doing research yesterday and found out that 80, I believe it was 84% of the world's population doesn't know too much about AI. Maybe probably heard of it, but they don't use it. In that small percentage, they know about it, but they don't. They only use it for basic stuff, kind of like using it the same way like Google or something like that, like a basic search engine. And the way how we're using it is like a really, really small percentage of using it, utilizing AI that way, which gives us and people like you that want to use AI that way as well a huge advantage. As that'll make you more ahead of everybody else, since a lot of people aren't utilizing AI the same way that we are using it as well, for especially like daily tasks, especially how he was talking about responding to emails. AI can respond to 10 different types of emails all at the same time, and uh, stuff like sending. If your AI is connected to your phone, it can actually interact with your alarm as well. Whatever time you selected or interacted with, it will go off by the exact same time and trigger for the exact same time, reminding you to literally wake up in the morning around this type of time, literally explaining what you need to do around this time. And I got this from Bernard because he told me about it, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know AI could be utilized in daily stuff like that. So it's something that you definitely want to learn about and look into and take advantage of around this type of time.
Yeah, and so what now? Anthropic, because I thought it was just a Google thing. So it was some things I had like bills. Like sometimes I forget. I'm human. And I kind of like put some things how I want my bills to be scheduled, how I paid it, and then asked my permission. It said, "Hey, would you like me to schedule this on your on your calendar?" Now I know it's probably been people that have been probably doing it already, but I didn't know that it does that. So it scheduled everything on my calendar. It's filled my calendar. So all I have to do is just go to my calendar. I don't have to manually do it. It did everything for me because I prompted it to do that way. Um, One of the things about I like about it is health and habits, right? So if you not saying not replacing doctors, he said that last week. Now we're not doctors. We're not telling you to feel like giving you medical advice at all.
Right.
But like it's certain steps, like you want to get 10,000 steps. Like you be honest with your AI, and it would give you actual tools and things to do to actually get you healthy because there's no proven data out there that can actually do that. Now I'm not telling you to get out the bed and run a marathon again. I'm not telling you to do that. But what I'm saying is that the AI does produce that information for you to be able to kind of utilize that. So again, I told you last week, and I'm just giving an example. Like the things that we are saying are actually the things that we are implementing. Like I actually have a workout log, and I made some adjustments to it. Just like yesterday, I made some adjustments to my workout log because I was like, okay, well, I wasn't working my lower body a lot. Again, it's not about me, but again, AI. So I was like, I need to switch this workout, and it tailored my workout to now I do weightlifting on Monday, Wednesday, and I do lower extreme workouts Tuesday, Thursday. Now, I probably should have known that, but I did not. But the way that they structured the workout for me now, I'm able to get a lot of things done and be efficient and be able to move and feel like I'm getting a workout. Like it really structured that. Now, I was given it ideas and it gave me recommendations about how I should be doing things. And a lot of things that it recommended to me was actually effective. It worked. So like Jaden, can you name like one thing that you asked the Gemini to kind of do for you, and it's actually like you actually utilizing it in your life?
So the way that I used it, now I had set up a prompt for the AI because I already know how my memory is, and it's dookie. And I set the AI to send out this email around this specific day, around this specific time, and that time or that day it was set for. And when that day came, and I completely forgot about it myself,
Mhm.
the AI had triggered from when I set it a couple of days before, around that time, and it pretty much did exactly what I asked it for a couple of days later, because I already set up something beforehand with AI. So I kind of use AI for tasks like that to set up stuff beforehand, because it can go through the calendars and it can literally trigger around this specific day and time, or literally ahead of time for you. So that's what I use AI for tasks like that.
All right. So I have a it didn't happen today because I was busy, but I did set it up. But set up what? But what are you talking about? Well, I'm happy to listen to it. I'm ready for today's lesson.
Great, let me pull up where we left off. You just finished week 1, lesson 4, so today we're moving into week 2, the Greek G, that's delta, theta, gamma, and vega. These are the tools that show you how your contract moves in real time. Since this is foundational to everything you'll do with leaps, we're starting with delta, the one that matters most for your strategy right now. Here's the core idea. Delta tells you how many cents your contract will move for every dollar the stock moves. So if your WMT call has a delta of 0.75 and WMT stock moves up $5, your contract should move up roughly $3.75. Ready to dig in?
I'm ready, but your voice is sounding kind of slurred today.
Gotcha, sorry about that. Let me slow down and speak more clearly. I'll keep each thought crisp and give you space between ideas so it's easier to follow. Let's start fresh. Delta tells you how many cents your contract moves for every dollar the stock moves. Your WMT call has a delta around 0.75, which means if WMT stock goes up $5, your contract should gain roughly $3.75. Ready to move forward?
So when it said that it actually does like detail organizing on demand, that's what it does. So literally, you saw me being interactive with it. Now, y'all probably did that with Suri. I don't know what you've done that. I've never done that before. But right now, it's acting like a teacher on demand. If I say, "Hey, man, you're not sounding too well," you heard that it corrected itself. So again, you must have some human knowledge of like how you want it functioning. And if it's not functioning the way you function, then you continue to prompt it so it can get to learn you. So right now, that's teaching me long options calls, contracts, leaps. Again, you may hear more of a financial kind of thing coming from me because I also have a business of nonprofit called Triple I. You can check that out on Instagram. But I also do that. We teach financial literacy to high school kids, adults, wherever it's needed, we teach that. But I have a financial background. Not a financial background, but I am involved in investing and teaching it to other people. And I've been doing it for about 4 years now. But that is a coach that's actually teaching me some other elements about the financial game. So that's what we're talking about. Like when you're watching us, you're going to see a change every week because we're actually utilizing AI for real tasks. I didn't even know that it did that a week ago. He had brought it up that Google Gemini was doing that, and I was talking to Google Gemini, and Google Gemini flows a lot better. Like I said, you can hear accents, you can have it speak different. Like it go crazy.
It's like talking to an actual person.
Yeah. When I did it on Anthropic, I must have pressed the button because when I was prompting AI, I was like, "Hey, I want you to speak like Gemini," and it's like, "We don't have that capacity. You have to do this. You have to do that." And I'm like, "Oh man,"
That's the one for me.
Yeah, it was the one for him. I was going to give that one. I was going to give that one to him, but then like the other day, I was getting a question wrong. And I don't know, I may have pissed it off. I don't know. All of a sudden it started talking to me. I'm like, what? I didn't know you could do that, And I was going back and forth with it. Like, I don't understand that question. Like, what am I not getting? He said, well, let me just slow it down, explain it to you this way. And I kept getting the question wrong. And you know what the AI did? It kept adjusting until it found a way that I can learn it and I got it. And what it does is that it locks that in for future references now because your AI is getting to learn you, right? I know that sounds kind of creepy, but it's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Your dog, if you have a pet, your animal probably know you, you know? But I just thought that was a pretty interesting. You got anything to add to that, Jaden?
Uh,
It's a lot.
yeah,
It's a
yeah, it
lot.
is a lot.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot. Like I said, he was interactive with him. So this is one of the things that we gonna put together for you guys. So this is a test for you. So I asked AI to actually help us give you a prompt. So when you're using AI, we want you to put a prompt in there so you can copy and paste this prompt, and then we're gonna find a way to put it actually on our video, right? So it says, if you want to test these AIs yourself but don't know what to say to them, we just put together a free chat sheet, and it's the exact 3 prompts Jaden and I use to get clean, unbiased stock research, which I do without AI hallucinating. All right, it's completely free. So here's one of the prompts. Stop trusting the first answer. Get BuiltDifferent AI blueprint and learn how to make your AI argue itself before you argue with your money. It didn't put the prompt. It just put something. I got the prompt.
Oh,
I got
okay.
the prompt.
Okay, there it is.
I'm reading the wrong thing. I'm reading the wrong thing. So one of the prompt for financial that I got from Claude. And again, I'm gonna put this in the description so you guys can copy and paste it to your AI. I'm just gonna read one of them. It says, "Act as a financial tutor for a retail investor," which we are. Explain the certain things that I need to know about investing in plain English using a real world analogy. Then tell me one mistake beginners most often make when they think they understand a term but don't. Now think about that, right? So now that you prompt it that way, it's going to start explaining to you to a way that you need to understand it. It's not just going to just give you all this technical jargon that you don't understand, because if you do that, it's going to do that. Now, I read something on the other page. It said, don't trust the first answer the AI gives you. That is correct. Do not trust the first one. Clean it up. Ask the question, are you sure this is accurate? Ask it again after they give you another one. Because at some point, it's going to start cleaning itself up.
Right.
If you just trust on the first one, you may not get the most accurate information because it's going to pull from everywhere. But with prompts, you give it detailed places where you want it to research. You give it detailed places the answer that you want to be answered, right?
And it's like a stranger, doesn't know anything about you, doesn't know how you think, especially if it's your first time using it.
Mm-hmm. So those are the prompts. It's going to be 3 prompts that we're going to post to our AI chat, our AI podcast for a description, and you utilize them. And if you're not an investor, it's okay. But if you are want to learn anything about investing, use those prompts and kind of tell us what you guys learned from that. But besides that, you got anything else to say before we head off?
I probably did, but again, my Dookie memory kicked in, so probably not.
Dookie memory.
Yep.
See, we don't got time for Dookie memory. We try to get subscribers to come on in and be entertained and sit up there and give us their time.
Mm-hmm.
But again, as we're signing off, we appreciate you spending 20 minutes of your time. It's a whole 20 or 25 or wherever this podcast, how long it went. We appreciate you giving us your time because I know it's a lot of things that you could be doing. But we appreciate your support. We ask that you continue to support us. We're going to get better. Again, that's the whole point of this podcast. We're looking to do bigger and better things, and it will not happen without your support. So continue to support Built Different AI. We're going to continue to bring episodes. We're going to continue to get better and just go from here. And we're looking forward to bringing you along with our journey. So that being said, Bernard Jackson.
Jaden Galame.
And we're going to be signing off for episode 3, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Have a good day.
Chosen. BuiltDifferent.B. Chosen by the Supreme, I was built for this grind. Ferocious on the attack with a focused mind.